Everybody, I have really exciting news. My mouse works again. Do you wanna know what the problem was? It was not the battery, the charger, kinda the same thing. The charger wasn't good. It was a bad charger. So Huxley let me use his charger. I was like, "Before I order a new mouse," I was like, "Let me double check that." And guys, it works, and I'm so happy. I was a little surprised by that. This is an Apple mouse. It shouldn't have crapped out. This is like 2 years old. It should be working. Hey, everybody. Hey, mods. Hey, Pat Jonas. Rachel Stone is also known as Squirrel Girl. Hey, Megan Roberts. Doing a live, my get up and go, got up and left. So glad Reese is doing a live. My get up and go, got up and left. Oh my God, I'm going to have to remember that, Megan. Hey, Jennifer Ogle. Linda Garden Ladies here. Robin Miners, we love her. Whidbey Island Hippie Girl. Hey, D. Diana H. Puggy, why don't you sit up here? Why don't you quit being silly? Come on, honey. You can do it. Oh. Well, you're also pretty tawny. Did you know that you were so little? Full of sass today. It's kind of chilly out. Hey, Jackie C. Just Joan. Charcoal Ninja. I feel like it's been a minute, babe. Hey, Cliff Ann. Is that hair about to land in my water? Probably. Let's see. Joanne Hawley. We love Joanne Hawley. Hey, Buffy. Hey, Liz Tricks. Giraffe. Oh, gorgeous. Unbelievable. Perfect in every way. She's won every award at the Westchester Dog Show this year, even the ones that weren't in her class. She won the hunting dog group. She won the herding dog group. She won every single award. She's never made a mistake. Giraffe, welcome. Hey, Noelle. Kim's Whims, Lumen. Lumen, we're going to talk about it. Hey, Marie Marion, Armine, Marissa Martin. Who else is here? Inner Sparkle Monkey. Hey, Mittens. Did someone say kittens? If I didn't have 6, ooh, that's too many. Did you guys see that short I put up this morning of Moose? That was so cute. Are you having your Epstein discussion tonight? I don't know. Great question, though. Not sure. Hey, Raspberry Beret. Tennessee girl. Hey, babe. Melissa's here. Lady O made it. Crafty Carrie is here. Well, welcome in, everybody. I was watching yesterday's show and dying of laughter. On here, I don't even remember it. They all run together, Marissa. Really tiny. Did you know that you were going to be this small? Oh. Did you know? Hey, little mink. Hey, Marshall Laird. Katie did it. Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Hey, babes. Did you have any idea that the Lord was going to say, "Let there be frosted mini wheats with eyeballs"? And then you came into existence. Did you know that you were going to be that tiny, though? Did you know that you were the favorite of every single person in the universe? Of course you did. Meredith Lynn. Oh. Guys, the footy paws, I know, Armine, it's a lot. Moose he's a good looking boy. He's also a little bit special as well, but he is smart. He's very smart. He's just a jerk. Hey, Anita Card. I'm going to put you back in your chair now, but we want to wish you a happy Valentine's. And you're really, really tawny. Really extra, too. A lot of extra sass. Oh, man. Guys, the footy paws. Hey, Debbie Zito. I don't remember yesterday's stream. I don't even know what we talked about. To be fair, though, I don't sleep anymore, and that's no joke, guys. It's getting worse. I'm not sleeping hardly at all. I'm freezing. Debbie, you told me the GLP-1, that's a side effect, and I'm just going to take your word for that because I am cold all the time. Buffy, I know. Hey, Reflections. The sleep, guys, is getting worse. I'm not sleeping as much. And so it makes me, hey, Karen Burhow, it makes me, it's weird. It's like, I don't know what day it is. And I feel like the days are just super long. And Jennifer Ogle, I'm scared to take it. I don't want to. Helena, I'm scared to take it, guys. The trazodone. You know I'm an ex-Scientologist. Jennifer Ogle's just spamming the chat with it now. That's like last night. We should have quite a few new people. Thanks, Angie Mo. Guys, last night, Tommy is like on fire, and I don't know. I don't know what happened, but like suddenly Tommy has like 2,500, 3,000 people in a live stream. Hey, Yawn. Jennifer. And I went in as his mod, and I was like typing in. I was like, I'm just self-promoting with 3,000 people here. I was like, here's my channel. I was like, maybe you can come over and say hi to my channel. And we picked up a lot of new subscribers doing that. It worked. I was like, oh my God, it worked. And it was so funny toward the end. I was like, I started to get a little over, like, there was one guy in there that was like, Reese is really annoying. I was like, while that's true, I'm going to delete your comment. Like, I know I'm annoying. You don't have to say it, sir. He did too. He was like, this woman's annoying. I was like, I don't care. Hit subscribe. I started to get addicted. Take it. Yeah, Pat Jonas, take it. Take it. Hey, Lenora Gray, I stayed up and watched Tommy and Johnny. He worships you, and it's so cute. Thank you, Lenora Gray. Yeah, this is my break. Oh, I'm so happy to have my mouse back, so I don't have to touch the computer and make it shake like that. This is my break from the obsession with the Nancy Guthrie case. Well, good, because we're not talking. I can't talk about it here because I just don't follow it so much. But it was hilarious last night. I was like copying pasting my channel, you guys. I was like, hey, everybody. I was like, well, there's 3,000 in here. Why don't you come over and visit us? It was so funny. And when it got toward the end and there was like a ton of people, Tommy was like, quick, Reese. He was like, spam the chat with your channel. And so I was like, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. I didn't stop. I was like, it was like 1:00 in the morning last night. And I was like, yes, like we're going to get some new people. It was really exciting. I so love that top. I can't wear white. So that is a perfect color. Yeah, this is not a winter white, Wanda. And thank you. It's a little overkill with these, but you guys know I love a ruffle sleeve. I also love a crew neck or a cable neck. Nancy Stitchen made it again. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Guys, it's an honor when Nancy comes in. She's amazing. She's a good friend of mine, and I just don't ever get to see her. She's a replay crew member, and thank you to the replay crew, but it's always an honor to see replay crew people who make a live. It's incredible, Nancy, and welcome. We love you. You know this. Jen Finberg, thanks, babe. You know I love those Sephora lip stains. It feels good to have a lip stain on again. I've been trying not to wear lip stains, like trying to go all natural. I can't. I look like you just pulled me out of a mausoleum. Cooter flap sweater. It is kind of a cooter flap sweater. Yeah. So speaking of, hey, Donna Cooper, I can't remember if I said hi to you, if it was in my head. Yeah, guys, I don't think a lot of his people, thanks, Sophia. I don't think a lot of Tommy's people over there. I mean, they're not even his people. They're brand new people, right? I don't think they're going to like us. I'm a little scared. I was like, people were like, hey, I just subbed to you because I was forcing it on people. I was like, do it or get blocked. Sub now. I was like spamming the chat. It was insane. It was a party. It was too much. It was like really, really a lot. And your wife just got it too? I was just prescribed to my wife, and she's the CNO of a hospital and never sleeps. She's afraid to take it as well. I'm scared to take it. Make her take it first. One of us has to pull the trigger, and it's not going to be me. So Katie did it. Make her take it and then report back to us what happens. Yeah, I don't think I'm Marissa Martin. Your ham wallet comment crap me. Yeah, I don't think those people are our people, but we have retained a few, and that's kind of exciting. I see 0 of them have arrived tonight, but that's okay. You know, they'll probably never come back. Hey, Kim is blue. You know, we always scare off. And I love how I put you guys in the blame. I'm like, we always scare off the new people. No one's doing the damage except me. That's such a narcissist type comment for me to make, to blame everyone else, to put you all under the blanket. I'm like, we scare everybody off here when it's really just the cheese. The cheese stands alone. I love you, Helena, and I hope you're feeling okay. And I know you have a birthday coming up soon because my calendar told me. Yadira's got this. Yadira and the rest of the mod mafia. Hey, Susie, CJ. Yeah, I'm openly stalking you, so I probably creep them out. Be cool. There's new people. Not tonight, Kim is Blue. I think that we scared them all off. I don't think they're here with us anymore. I think they tried. Uh, Buffy, I think they really tried, and they were like, yeah, this chick is a little bit so yeah, anyway, so the regular people who are grandfathered in, good evening and welcome. I have some things I want to discuss. Yeah, Lenora Gray, I mean, I don't know, honestly know how we've retained this many people. Sometimes I think about my personality and I'm like, how do people come watch this? Like it's a shit show, but I like it. Hey, Riley's human. Happy birthday to your oldest grandson, Wanda. That's so cute. Uh yeah, yawn for sure. Aw, Heather, Snoopy is from the boat. I remember you, not scared, just quiet at first. Well, you stay tucked under there, you little lurker. That's okay because we love Snoopy and Woodstock. Those are my favorites. And that's really cute. Just as long as you stick around, Heather. I'm like even lowering my voice for her. She's like, I'm just quiet. And I feel like I'm like, hey, everybody. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like really loud. Welcome. Heather, you don't have to talk, but as long as you stick around, we love you, girl. We support you. You talk when you feel like it. Thank you, Jennifer Ogle. Hey, Chrissy Twig. Your husband takes trazodone? Okay. Nana is new and she's cute. Look at her little side picture. Hey, hey, I'm new. Nana 1001, please don't leave us. Can you guys just like out of pity, just stick around? Even if you don't like to listen, just put it on mute. Okay. It's just that you're supporting your local small business YouTube girl. And it's important. It's important for the economy. It's important for the ecosystem. Science. Okay. So Heather, Nana, don't leave. Catherine B, I love you, poo poo. Joan's like, stop it, Reese. You're scaring them. That's gonna happen. So let's discuss something. There's some positives to life right now, to not sleeping. I've been listening to reels, okay? Like really cool stuff, okay? And I heard one, I don't know what night it was, which hey, Mad Drop Bear, Nana, you better stay. You better not be fooling, girl. It's important for doing the right thing, says Wanda. I don't know what you mean by that, but it feels like a general statement that applies to life. And I like that life advice, Wanda. Hey, just Jen. Joanne Hawley, she's our badass Canadian right there. It's okay. I locked the exit. They all have to stay. Doors are locked, people. You're in. Sorry. Hit subscribe. Hey, Ewa, Caroline in Canada. Reese, I loved you on Tommy's channel. Please come on the midnight show and hang out with us. I did last night. I spammed the shit out of his chat. People started to really hate me. Well, that's not true. One guy said it. He was like, Reese is so annoying. I was like, you're out, fella. And I banned his ass. I was like, she is annoying, but you're not allowed to say it. Okay. There's certain words that you can't say. You could have said, Reese makes me want to tear out my corneas. That would have been different. Okay. I would have just deleted the comment, but I banned your ass. Look who it is. Hey, Rocks in a Box. Home with the flu. Carrie Quilts. God, I've missed you. I still think of you with my quilt that you made for me, and I hope that you get better. It's so nice to see you. I wish that we could have met for Mexican food. But, I was thinking the other day, I really should go back to KC and cause a ruckus. I hope that you feel better. I'm trapped. I popped on but didn't say anything at the midnight show. I didn't stay long, but I saw you were there. The chat was going so fast. It was crazy. I don't know, Wanda, but I literally was like, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. I was like, come subscribe to my channel. It's really fun over there. It isn't. But I try to give you a good show. I'm so sorry, Buffy. So I was listening to a reel the other night, guys, and there's some people full of wisdom in this world. And this guy said, let the wild rumpus begin, Linda Garden Lady. Amen, girl. This dude said, you can literally, we are, Megan, you can literally take any situation in life and use it to your advantage. Now, I don't entirely know what that meant, but I liked it. And I thought, I'm going to try to see the glasses half full more like that. I've been trying to do that anyway. But the point is, it was like that. Like last night, I was like, we picked up some new subscribers. It was going 100 miles an hour. We used it to our advantage. Same thing with I'm not sleeping. I am getting some really interesting information while not sleeping. We're quite the wild show, Sophia. Actually, I think it's just you because you're our zesty German. And you can check out anytime you like. You can never leave, though. There's Tinkle. See, she's new and she's cute. You're really cute. Damn, girl. Good for you. You're not allowed to leave. Please don't leave us. Hey, Mary Barons, whilst and alas, somebody needs to use that in a sentence today. So I have a real. Now, is he live right now? I'm back. Was just watching Tommy's channel. Well, thank you for coming in and hitting subscribe. We actually picked up quite a few people last night. I was so excited to go live today. I was like, we're going to get a bunch of new people. We're not. And this is an incredibly low number. We usually have 100 more people than this, but we did just start. A few more might trickle in. But with between the damn Super Bowl or the World Cup or whatever it was on Sunday, the Olympics and poor Nancy Guthrie, I've taken a damn hit, or I'm just not a good content creator. I can't tell, but I try to blame the other things first before I take a look at my inner self. But thank you. Thank you for being here. I beg to differ. I have herewith my cheeks hurting from laughing almost daily. Okay, well, at least I make one person laugh. Thank you, Wanda. Tinkle, I'm glad that you're here. Hey, Bella Beluza, welcome back. I'm not sure, Mad Drop Bear. So, guys, I thought of something. This is serious. I've been pondering it all day. Also, real quick, side note, because I was on the phone today a lot. I'm actually like, I don't know what day it is because now that I don't sleep, I just feel like I'm in a different dimension. I was on the phone today about that. Good question. Hey, Power Lies to Paralyze. I hope that some of you are going to be near the LA area so we can do a meetup. I'm planning, there's already a few people that we're going to do a lunch with on that Wednesday. I just hope I get to meet as many people as possible while I'm there. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at that too, actually. I'm getting fed up trying to purchase a mobile home in Florida. Tell me about Ecuador. Ecuador is great. My holdup is I have a child in school and I didn't like their schools. So I'm not fully on board with going yet. It is good, but there are some things like you're not going to have access to, right? Like they don't have mail there, the mail system. They don't have like Target, Walmart, nothing. They don't have anything like that. They have something called a Maxi Mart, and that's it, where you can go grocery shopping. Now, I think I'm told you can get some in 2 weeks, Jackie. You can get some Amazon, I think, delivers, but it takes like a month. There's no mail there. So, I mean, I don't know. It's cheaper. It's definitely cheaper. Where Tommy lives, I would say it's pretty damn safe. There are some real scary parts of Ecuador, and you have to fly into a very scary part, and it's a 2-hour drive to get to where his city is. And it's a sketch ass drive, but I mean, I've done it. It's all right. It's not the end of the world, but I mean, I don't know your situation. I don't know if you have kids. I don't know if you're married. All of that. I'm as bad as Tommy. I'm obsessed with this missing 84-year-old lady. I know, Susan Cook, and I love you. It's something to be obsessed about. It's frightening. It really is. It's also starting to get bizarre. Each day that goes by, I'm like, is this even real? Was this staged? Like, this is starting to get weirder and weirder. Thank you, Bella Beluza. Okay, so you can ship things to Ecuador. Like, I went to the UPS store and got a quote, a 12 by 15 inch box, 25 pounds will be $1,000 to ship something. That was the quote I got. So if you're going to move there, you pretty much like you can't, it's incredibly expensive to get your stuff there. That kind of stuff that matters to me because I have a lot of things. Um, yeah, it's sad. Yeah, Novice, you're welcome. Uh, it is. It's getting really bizarre, Buffy. You didn't ask for advice, but alas, great usage. I love you, girl. Do you use earplugs and eye mask a fan? I basically have to sleep in a sensory deprivation tank. Uh, no, but I don't need those things. I am an excellent sleeper. I can go to sleep just fine. I've never had sleeping problems in my life. I don't need all that. It's my issue lately is I wake up and I can't go back to sleep. I get up at like 2 or 3 and I'm up. And then I'll finally fall back asleep when the sun starts coming up at like 5:36 and then I got to get up for the day. So it's just new. It's so unusual. Now, I have a friend who's my age and we're both I think approaching this perimenopause thing, and she said there's something called pre-dawn syndrome. And I need to do a little research on it, but she sent me something like a supplement I can buy for the adrenals and it's supposed to help. I don't know, but I just know that this is brand new for me. I have everybody I've ever slept around or with or been married to in my life has been like, man, you can go right to sleep. I can. When I go to bed, I'm going to bed. I don't have a problem going to sleep. It's waking up is bizarre, but that's hilarious. I've been watching the case every day. I think the whole damn, we only have 156 people in here. That's low. Again, I may just be becoming unpopular and I may just not be good at this, but it's since the Super Bowl, the Olympics, and this Nancy Guthrie thing, it's like decimated that for me. But I get it. It's because people are really, really interested in this case. Yeah, I figured, Jen. I thought we talked about that actually. Jan, it probably is my age. That's nothing but 41 when it started happening to me, common for women at that age. Yeah. And I think it's just common probably for women. I'm a light sleeper. I always have been. Like, I'm a mom, right? I'm a single mom here. So that's another thing. Like, that's why I don't want to take the trazodone because I want to be able to pop up if I need to. Now, we have a huge dog that hears everything, but I still don't want to be drugged and like groggy. If something were to be going on, I need to be able to protect my home and my child and my animals, right? This Nancy Guthrie case is so botched. Nothing makes sense. It seems corrupt behind the scenes. Yeah, Bella, something seems really weird about it at this point. Like it's starting to feel staged or something. I'm like, I don't know. And I don't know all the ins and outs, but it just doesn't in my gut. I'm like, something isn't adding up at this point. This has gone on for way too long. It does, Pat Jonas. But I will say I don't think this woman's alive. I think there's a chance she could be, but I just don't think she is. Is the trazodone a tablet that can be cut in half? Yes. And Karen, if I do take it, I'm definitely going to cut it in half. I'm not going to take a full dose. I never take a full dose of anything. When I had pancreatitis and they gave me oxycodone and hydrocodone, I cut those things in half. Like, no way. I'm afraid. I'm an ex-Scientologist. Like, we're not supposed to take Advil. I had to go in session about cough drops, right? Like, I'm afraid to take that stuff. I've been born into it from a young age. Like, you're not supposed to take stuff. So I'm real weird about it. I don't just take things. Good, Diana H. I'm glad to hear that. So yeah, it's bizarre. It's weird. And none of us feel good about it at this point, but I just don't think that woman's probably alive. And it seems like it could be a family thing. Hey, Lilac Lime. Liz says it feels very smoke and mirrors. Look over here so we don't see what's really going on elsewhere. It does to me too. Yeah, Liz, that's such a good point. I was thinking that this morning. It feels very distracting. Look how many people are distracted by this. Now, I'm not saying like, I'm not going down some weird rabbit hole there, but it is weird, guys. It's weird to take something and be able to put the whole world focused on it as much as they have. Like I'm down about 100 people right now that I normally would have in my chat. People are glued to this story and it's not for bad reason, right? Like it's sad, it's extreme, and it is a train wreck that you can't look away from. So I understand it. But doesn't it feel a little like the shift is off? To me, it's like, what are we being distracted from? Because this is a big distraction, huge distraction. Tommy has like 3,000 people watching when he goes live now. That's a massive jump to the, normal 200 like we had before. Everybody is in wanting to know, they're glued to their screens. That's good and bad. Because Liz is right. It's like, look here so you don't see what's going on over there. And I don't mean politics. I'm not getting into all that. I just mean something, right? Like something doesn't feel right to me. I don't know what it is, but it's like a missing piece. Plus, our Pima County Sheriff is rubbish. Shelly Kelly, yes. Tommy told me the story of that. It is rubbish. And thank you for your super chat. Can we get just real quick? I would like to get some prayers for Shelly Kelly and her family, if you don't mind. I won't say why. That's not for my place to say. But if you don't mind, guys, just some thoughts, well wishes, healing vibes. You don't have to pray if you don't pray. Any of that. I just ask that we put a little bit of attention on her real quick and just some prayers for her and her family. I'm not a Scientologist and never have been, but I'm weird when it comes to taking any kind of medication. Yeah, I don't think that it's always an ex-Scientologist thing. I know a lot of people who have nothing to do with Scientology and have said that. Run the world. Hey, babe. I call that send in the clowns, government fake stories. Yeah, there's just something. FBI just increased reward. Okay. Heather Snoopy, thank you for that update. Oh, Susan Cook, thank you for the super sticker. You're so kind, Susan. Love you, P. Taylor. Yeah, Bella Balooza, it's something. It's something is not right. Something is taking our attention like strongly. Hey, Dub Track, it's politics. Virginia is trying to pass a bill to define Islamophobia. It's against freedom of speech. See, I wouldn't know that. I don't follow the news. I don't know any of that. And maybe you're right. Maybe that's true. It's just, she did, Iwa. She did. Thank you guys for the prayers for her. She did need special medications. The woman has some real health issues, I think. She's also fairly immobile. Hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy, but it's really a sad situation and bizarre. Hey, Original Anne. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. DNV, welcome. There's some of our people. Java Girl, I take Trazodone. It doesn't drug me at all. It just helps. Original Anne, I'm really glad you're here, actually, for what I'm going to talk about. Please don't leave. It just helps me sleep, but I wake up easily if needed. You should try it, even half. So he wrote me a script for 100 milligram pill. I would definitely break it in half. Look, I'm probably getting to that point. I'm just fighting it. I don't want to take it, but I was on a phone call this afternoon, and even now, like, I want to yawn. When have you ever seen me yawn? I just suppressed it. When have you guys, I don't think I've ever yawned once, and I don't want to. It's unprofessional and it's rude. And I know you're going, Reese, unprofessional. Yes, unprofessional. I don't like that, but like my body is. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to take it. I just don't want to, and I'm fighting it. What? Happy birthday, Original Anne. I get myself up. I love Winter Olympics. Was it? Today's your birthday? That makes me feel really bad that I didn't know that. Anne is a really close friend of mine. Sorry, Heather Snoopy. Today is your birthday? Anne, I feel guilty. Oh, that's so cringy on my part. I hate it when I don't. It's like when I don't know it's one of my mods, guys, my mods, right? Like people who are with me around the clock protecting me. And I'm like, oh, today's your birthday? Wow, I'm a piece of shit. I do not usually share. Well, Anne, I'm putting that in my phone. Happy birthday to you. I love Anne. And the reason I feel bad, Anne, is because you make such a big deal out of my birthday and Huxley's. So I feel guilty about that. Thank you, Anne. I love you and happy birthday. Raymond says, I'm a huge fan of Original Anne. How would you not be? God, I hate myself when that happens. I hate it when any of you come in and have to tell me it's your birthday. I'm like, I feel like this is my class. These are my people, and I wasn't prepared, and I can't know thousands of people's birthdays, but I really want to. Damn it. Anne, happy birthday. Okay, you don't have to stay. I told you to stay, but I didn't know it was your birthday. You don't have to stay. Never mind. Do your thing, babe. Trazodone didn't do anything for my sleep issues. I wish I didn't need so much medication to sleep. I've heard that too, that some people have said to me, "She's doing really good, DNB." Uh, some people have said to me that it didn't do anything for them. So I don't know. And then a couple people have messaged me and gone, "It'll knock your ass out, and then you're groggy all day." So I'm like, "Oh God." Clearly, it's like any medication where every literally body is different and it has different effect on all of us, right? Reese, have you thought about getting a place where Hux is going to go to school? He would have a place to stay while you go to Ecuador and would have a place to come home to. I don't guess I fully understand that, Vicky C. Getting a place where? In where I want to move in Florida or Ecuador? Why do I feel dumb? It's because I'm sleep deprived. When is the LA thing? That is 2 weeks from yesterday. And then 2 weeks from tomorrow, I'm going to go down to LA and protest. Hey, Jennifer Minton, I watched a sleep expert the other day who said the most important factor to good sleep is consistently waking up. Well, I definitely do that. I do consistently wake up around 7:30 every day. So that happens. But so I usually go back to sleep around 6, 5:30 or 6, and I have to get up at like 7:30. Tinkle, where in Florida? I'm looking around the Fort Lauderdale area, but it's almost impossible because it's so incredibly expensive. It's just a joke. Where is Hux going to go to college? I have no idea the answer to that, Tiffany. Or not, I was saying hi to Tiffany and I was looking at you, Vicky. I don't know the answer to that. We know that, Raymond. I don't guys, Huxley is in 10th grade. He doesn't know about college yet. He hasn't talked about it. Are you going to stream when you protest in LA? Absolutely, P. Taylor. Yes, I am. Are you taking the same GLP-1 as before? Because apparently one of the common side effects is insomnia. Yeah, I am. But it does seem to be kind of coinciding with that since I went back on it. Armine, remember when I went off of it because of the pancreatitis? Would you consider having Hux go to the boarding school nearby? Your parents would be close. Are you talking about the web school? No, it's like 30 grand a year, like 50,000 a year. There's no way I could afford that, but I would love it. Yeah, the web school is a world known famous school. He does, Raymond. He has time to figure it out. So, guys, so there's something that oh, I probably could. Java girl, I did not think of that. Hey, Pamela, thank you for that. Okay, Jennifer Ogle, thank you guys. You guys are so good at I love when you give me your recommendations on things or things that have worked for you or something to try. I really appreciate that. You have no idea how much insight you guys give me. So this is weird, but I've been listening to something. I've been listening to this guy. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. Hey, Anne, I'm moving to Florida mid-March. Central Florida is cheaper. Yes, there's a reason I have to be kind of near the Fort Lauderdale, Boca Raton, Palm Beach area. I'm in Southern California. What are you protesting in LA? Hey, Nana, it's going to be for the Church of Scientology. So I know you're new. Hey, Vicki Andrews, I was a Scientologist for 38 years, Nana, and they do protesting there every Friday night. And I've protested in the Clearwater, Florida, but I've not been to the LA protests. And it's just something I've always wanted to do and meet a good friend of mine there, Tori Magoo. So that's what it's for. And of course it will be a peaceful one, right? Like I'm not, it's not my style to get loud or call people names. I'm just going to go there and kind of check it out, see what it's all about. Talk to people. I just enjoy doing that. And whenever I travel, I do some kind of a meetup. So like anybody that's around or close by, we usually get how many guys? I've met a lot of you in person. We've done a lot of meetups before. Sometimes we get between I'd say every meetup I've done usually has between 15 and 30 people. It's pretty exciting. It's incredibly exciting to meet you guys in person. Like it's unbelievable for me to hug you, look you in the eye, see you in person. So, oh, that's awesome, Nana. So it's just, that's another reason I'd love to meet up with anybody who's close by. We're going to do a lunch. We usually do a lunch when I'm in a city where people want to do a meetup. And then I will do the protesting on Friday night for anybody who wants to join us there. Cause that's, encouraged, right, to go there. So I've been listening to this guy. I don't know who he is. I really don't know who he is, but he's been saying some things to me that have been making me ponder. Hey, Holly, making me ponder and think about some things differently. Well, hi, Bobo. Well, he's a great guy. He's a good person, too. He's friendly. And he ate a bunch of broccoli the other night because I gave it to him. And I really wish I hadn't because he's been really blowing it up everywhere he goes. And it's so gross. It's really gross, Bobo. Hemza eats a lot of broccoli and a lot of cat poops because he goes out in the yard and he eats all the turds he can find, even though he went to Yale. It's so gross, Bobo. It's so gross. And do you guys remember the stream we did? It was like a week ago. Not everybody here is going to remember it or was there, but here's the point. Sorry, my boob itches. My side boob. As an ex, Marissa Martin, original Ann. As an ex Scientologist, okay, I lost my biological father to Scientology, and it's a sad situation. I still miss my dad, but most of us know here. Of course, yeah, Raymond, prayers for you and Kevin. Of course. And I'm sorry. Yeah, Wanda, same. And my father hates me. That's no secret. My dad really hates me. And it still puts a strain. I still get sad about it. And I did something that was very therapeutic, kind of healing for me like a week ago. I got out my baby book, if you recall, and I read what my dad said about me when he liked me when I was a baby. And it was kind of emotional for me, but it helped me to go when I feel about my dad, when I feel sad, instead of going to, he hates me and he wishes I was dead, which he does, I'm going to choose to cling to that version of him. Is this making sense? When he did like me. Now, some of you might say, hey, mommers, welcome back. Some of you might go, that's a form of denial that I haven't seen in a while. To me, it's not. I think because it's over, there's no closure. I'm never going to speak to him again. I'm going to choose, right? I think in a lot of ways it's smart. I'm going to choose to see him through those eyes at a time when he did care about me and like me. And it just helped. It was therapeutic for me. Okay, so I'm giving you that example because I listened to something and it really, really affected me. It really, really affected me. How many people in here have a situation like that? Where you have someone who's disappointed in you, perhaps, or you have a relationship that's strained because they want you to be something else and you never met those expectations, perhaps. How many people have experienced that, right? I'm sorry, Pamela, right there. She says, my father never liked or loved me. Anything you do to help give yourself peace is a wonderful thing. So, Joan, I'm going toward that right now. How many people have some kind of a relationship where it's like mine, yeah, like Pamela's, where you just had to give up or they're so toxic you had to get away from that. Hey, MLB Tracy, my dad is always disappointed in me. Hey, Kat, I'm actually asking you guys, me and my 45-year-old son, okay, I'm getting answers from you because I want answers. Me, that's my relationship. Why does a parent hate their children? Exactly. That's my sister, Robin. I knew that. Yes, Julie, yes. Okay, me and my mom, little M. I've never been enough for my dad. Okay, good. Because what I'm about to show you changed my perspective on that. I'm not ready to, I haven't fully absorbed it yet. And I want to play this for you guys. And I want you to really hear this because I need us to talk about it. It made me emotional. Okay. You need to hear this. Angie Mo, I knew that about you for sure. You guys need to hear what I'm about to play. Okay. The guy's a little weird and he's a little like, almost sounds a little impatient. Okay. I don't give a shit about the guy. It's the message that we need to hear right now. I need you guys to hear this. I'm serious. I really need you to listen to this. I know that people don't always love when I play reels. Thank you, Kat. But I need you to hear this. For the people who are having that, well, let me ask you before I play this. What do you do about it when you have that kind of relationship? Do you try to shapeshift like I did? Like, do you try to fix it? Do you try to, or do you go, why was I not enough? How come what could I do to make this person less disappointed in me? How can I, like, we give, or we dissect. Weaving spiders come not here. Okay. Speaking of impatience. Wow. My father never liked me either. Okay. So I want you guys to hear this guy. Okay. Let me find it. Here it is. He's talking to a woman and listen to their conversation. It's the end of the conversation that I really want you to listen to. Okay. Not so much the beginning, the end. I would say this is maybe a minute long. Okay. Need you to hear this. We need to all get the perspective of this. Katie Fulton's here. I love her. Listen.
Well,
okay, hold on.
Afraid of something? Afraid of someone saying something, thinking badly of you? If you become who you wish to be?
Yes.
Who?
Family.
Well, why would they think that? Why would they think badly of you being who you actually are? Is it because they want you to be someone you're not?
Yes.
All right, well, can I ask you a question?
Please.
Is it possible to be someone you're not?
Yes.
It is? How? Enlighten us. How can you be someone you're not? You can, to use your word, try to be someone you're not, but you can't be someone you're not. Go ahead, be someone you're not right now.
I believe that we are socially conditioned to the point.
Socially conditioned is a fancy word for pattern and habit. And we already talked about pattern and habit. I am socially conditioned. Oh, how good for you. If you know you're socially conditioned, you're no longer socially conditioned.
This is it. I want you to listen to this.
So, even though your family may not know this consciously, in their hearts, what they really wish for you, in their spirits, in their souls, in their hearts, is for you to be who you truly are. That's how you honor them. That's how you honor yourself. I know that in their physical minds, they may not think that way, but if you are going to be the good daughter, how about you think better for them?
Right here.
Can you elaborate?
Think better of yourself on their behalf, if they can't do it for you.
Thank you.
Does that help?
Yes.
Then you will be honoring their legacy, even if they don't know that's what you're doing.
I'm going to play that tiny part again because that was life-changing for me.
That's how you honor yourself. I know that in their physical minds, they may not think that way, but if you are going to be the good daughter, how about you think better for them?
Right here.
Can you elaborate?
Think better of yourself on their behalf, if they can't do it for you.
Thank you.
Does that help?
Yes.
Then you will be honoring their legacy.
Think better of yourself on their behalf.
Think better of yourself on their behalf, if they can't do it.
If they can't do it. So let's all break that down. I know he does sound condescending. I don't care. I don't love the guy. I don't even know who he is, but I love the message. The important thing that I heard there was if they can't do it. Think better for them. Can you elaborate? Think better of yourself on their behalf if they can't do it. It never was about them because we can't change people as much as we still do that in our lives, right? Like we still try to impress or keep someone from being disappointed in us, meet their expectations, morph and shape and shift into what they need us to be, but they already have an expectation we're never going to meet. Yet a lot of us still try. I tried my whole life to try to have my father's approval, his validation, his attention, and it was never enough. And we also found he never had it to give. I thought he was withholding it. It took me like 35 years to learn. Oh my God, he was not withholding it. He didn't have this like love where he was like, no, you're not deserving of it. He didn't have it to offer in the first place. I was like, please, please, please give it to me. It wasn't there. It was non existent. Think better of yourself on their behalf if they can't do it. He can't do it. Your person in your life can't do it. Does that make sense? That really hit me. That combined with he never had it to give. He didn't, guys. He wasn't withholding. It wasn't this tease of a carrot. It wasn't there. Hey, Tony P. My father hated his mother, Tony P. I know that. The challenge first is recognizing that parents are fallible. You are not wrong, bad, undeserving for not being the way they want you to be. Yes. But for whatever reason, some of us have a hard time getting over that. Like, it's not me, it's them. Because that can also get misused. You have assholes out there too. Like my ex-husband who's like, it ain't me, it's you. Like that doesn't apply. But in childhood situations, no, Julie, I thought that was so brilliant when he said, think better of yourself for them. If they can't do it, you're going to have to love yourself better. You're going to have to be approving of your choices, because sometimes if it's a parent or whoever it is in your life, did that impact any of you like it did me? I just thought that was so smart, very, very profound for me. I think it was if they can't do it. It's no secret that I am back in my mother's life, right? And I'm have a great relationship with my mom. It's never going to be probably like a mother-daughter thing, because I got more, hey, Heather Rhodes, and I came back into her life more when I was like 18. But we have a very strong, I would say, friendship. And but there's all kinds of things, right? Like I've told you this since I was around that age. Yes, Pamela, my mom has always said to me, like, not everybody's going to like you, Reese. Hey, Don Clark. She's always said that to me. You're not going to be for everybody. Like with that personality, not everybody's going to like you. I don't think my mom was trying to be mean. Not everybody's trying to be mean with the advice they give. People send me emails literally around the clock. You need to look into this. You need to do that. I'm concerned about this. I noticed this. You need to get your eyebrows colored. People are not coming from a place of hate. They're just annoying because they're like, let me tell you what it is you need to do. Yes, Armine. Yes. Hey, Christine Baker. People just love to give you their advice, unsolicited advice, right? So, hey, Alicia, it's just one of those things. Yeah, Jennifer Ogle, it's always, always, always stuck with me that my mom has said that, because it made me introvert. Do you understand it? Hey, Mimi, it made me feel like, so not everybody likes me. Not everybody's going to like me. I don't, Kim, I don't, it's not something I would say to my kid. Life is hard enough. I'm not trying to set people up to go, ooh, not everybody's going to like you. Like, it's just shit you don't need to say. You learn as you get older. Like, I thought about something the other day and it was going to be harsh. I was talking to somebody on the phone and I thought, well, if I say this, will it be helpful in any way? No. It was the truth. Hey, Joan Marie, thank you. It was the truth. But we don't always have to speak what's true just because I don't want to hurt people. So I really try to be more mindful of what the hell comes out of my mouth. Because I'm like, is this going to be productive if I say this? No, it's probably going to cause a riff, right? Like, I don't want to do that to people. And I'm not saying I don't think my mom did it to do that to me. I think that's just how my mom was at the time. Hey, Amy Edge. That's so sweet, Amy. I forgot that it's Valentine's Day, like tomorrow or something. Uh the misfit soldier, no more free speech, please. I don't know what that I don't surely that's not what you meant. Hey, daughter of the king. My birthday is June 16th. All right, good, good, good. Thank you for letting me know. I'll put it here. Uh Jen, there's a t-shirt for that. Yeah, I'm not trying to, those little digs that people will say, and it's like it's almost like it's like a seed you're planting. Some stuff sits with us forever, right? That sat with me forever. When I was 10 or 11 and my dad called me fat for the first time, he literally said, I was talking about a picture of a woman that he was dating, and I said, she looks old. And he looked at me and he goes, well, at least she's never been as fat as you are. And I think I was either 10 or 11. I have never, misfit soldier, get the fuck out of here. I have never gotten over that. Like, that was the day that I looked at my body and I was like I wasn't even, I wouldn't say that I was like super overweight. I've never been I wasn't an overweight child, but I definitely have always kind of had the same body type. I've had a tummy, right? But it has stuck with me forever. Words mean things, right? Thanks, Susan P. And yeah, Jennifer almost says, like, you should be ashamed of yourself. It's that kind of talk. And I think there's so many things. Happy birthday, MLB Tracy. There's so many things, Jen. I'm so sorry that stick with us. And I had so much of that coming from Scientology. I'm super sensitive to it. So, like, even now, I say this a lot, guys, but it's no joke. Parenting, especially when they're the age my kid is at, he's 16 right now. So, like, I would say for the last 8 years, I have been particularly careful because I think about all those little seeds that were planted when I was a child. My dad calling me fat, right? My mom being like, ooh, like if I would crack a joke, right? I have dark humor. So I would crack a joke and my mom would go, oh, you're not going to be for everybody, Reese. Like, that is a little, oh, for God's sakes, this is the same dude. Fuck off out of here, dude. Go get yourself some Chipotle or something. Like, do something for you. Treat yourself. Those little seeds, right? Like, they stay with us, especially from people we care about. My dad told me I had fat thighs. I was a gymnast. Now I'm too skinny, can't win. You're not, though, and you never were. You're exactly where you need to be, right? That's how I look at you, Alicia. None of us have body problems. It's not even real. Like, who I don't even know how to put that, but it's like, says you. Think about that for a minute. Like, because you think I'm overweight, I have a weight problem. That's how I look at people anymore. It's like, oh, you know best. Yeah, you know better than me and my doctor. Thank you. Bye. Like, he's best known for being the channel for a multidimensional extraterrestrial entity named Bashar. He enters a trance state to communicate Bashar's messages, which focus on metaphysics, human physics. Well, that's kind of weird. Is he legit, Armine? Yeah, clearly, Yadira, they do. I don't know why they're in here. We rarely get trolls. What a bunch of pathetic turds. Thank you, Susan P. Is he legit? I just like his stuff. I like what he has to say, Armine, and thank you for being a member. I don't know, Pamela, but he is legit. Okay, well, he has anybody heard of that guy besides Armine? He's really good. And hey, Monk, welcome back in. Yeah, the message helps. I don't know about all that stuff, but I have some other ones that I saved because they really, really helped. And I guess the point is, guys, like I'm 41, almost 42 this summer, and his messages are always amazing. Well, why, Armine, since you know who he is, why is he so pissy? Why is he like, he seems like he's like really impatient. He's also a director and a producer. Why is he so irritated? I like his messages, but he does come off like he's like annoyed with people. My dad told me I'd never get through college due to my studying with the radio on. I didn't go till I was 46. Why do parents do that? That's what I was saying. Guys, this is an honor having all these trolls in here. We must be doing something right. Wow. That's what I'm trying to say is parenting is no joke. I have thought about that since he was 7 or 8 years old. I'm like, I got to be extra careful what I say around him. And like, I'm super careful about, I never like want him to feel introverted about his body. I don't want him to feel abandoned. It's just, it's like landmines. I'm very careful. Not, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like I had some horrible shit said to me as a child, and I'm like, I cannot repeat that. I do not want him. I'm 41 and I'm thinking back to something that happened when I was 10. Because it's not him talking, it's them channeling through him, and they always a bit impatient that we humans don't get it. Interesting. That's weird. That's a little weird for me. That's a little out there, but I like what he has to say. I like what he has to say. There's another one. Me too, Marissa Martin. There's another one that thank you, Yadira. There's another one that he says that really, really hit me. But that one in particular, guys, I don't know. I guess his name is Basher. What he said in that message, I just thought was really, really, really true. There are still tapes that play in my head that certain family members said to me as a child. I try to keep the thoughts in check, but weak moments, they creep back. Absolutely, they do. My kids are both developmentally disabled, and they're the most amazing people I know. My dad thinks of them as a huge disappointment because they're his only grandchildren. Oh my God, that's horrible. MLB Tracy, I am so sorry. If you interview him when he's not channeling, he's very normal. Bayshar, do you know who he? Oh, and of course you know who he is. I'm remembering our last Zoom call. Catch more flies with honey. Okay, Bashar. Oh, Bashar. Okay. I'm sure they were sent by someone. They don't seem to have the brain to think anything out for themselves. If they can't show, they're probably bots. They didn't even seem like real humans to me. Oh, you don't, Anne. Okay. Bashar is the entity. His name is Daryl Anka. The entity talked through him. Is that real? I'm not feeling the channeling bit, but the interview is interesting anyway. Yeah, same. Rhonda McNeil. That's what I mean. I don't know who the dude was, but I like the message. So he tells us another one. There's another one that I really, really, really like. And now that Armine explained this, now I kind of get it, because he does say something during that one that was a little different. I was like, what does he mean by that? It was really good, but now I'm kind of hesitant to play it. Don't know him. There's another one. Jennifer Ogle. I don't know about all that. I also don't do entities. I don't really know what that means, to be honest. But there's another one. You know who else I love, guys? I mean, I know we love JJ Douglas. You know who else I love? I listen to him a lot. Steve Harvey. I love Steve Harvey. He is so gentle. I love his messages. He's a big believer in God, which so am I. And I love listening to just his story. He lived in his car. He was so poor. And he's just so humble. I love Steve Harvey. I have heard of this man. I have heard of this man. Sometimes I think with these spiritual leaders, it comes down to just separating the soul, the sound psychological advice from their mythology process if the message is helpful. Yes, that's how I took it, but I didn't even know that's who he was. Oh my God, Anita Card, you're hilarious. Yeah, it's like medium. Some people channel. Some folks are just more open to their psychic gifts. I'm not against that. I mean, I'm not against the idea. That doesn't to me automatically mean demons in any way, shape, or form, but it's weird. I mean, it's not something I've coming from Scientology. That doesn't sound right, does it? That sentence doesn't sound right to be like, I don't know about entities, but I was a Scientologist. I mean, I came from a guy who was a leader and he was a science fiction writer and talked about other galaxies and universes. So, in a lot of ways, what I just said doesn't add up, does it, Anne? Does it, Anne? Interesting. I hadn't thought of that. I literally believed a cuckoo bird who was a science fiction writer, and I really believed that shit. Hey, Timark. Timark, it's too hard to explain, quite honestly. It's only the Lord knows, Timark. But what's interesting to me is the message, and I kind of Reese, you should check out Jay Shetty and the guy that does Diary of a CEO. Okay, I've never heard of him. Marissa Martin was just thinking about the ice cubes. It's not weird depending on the culture you grew up with, Sophia. Yeah, it's not. And that's the thing. That's another reason that I say, like, we're not going to shame other people's beliefs or religions here, because some people were born into and grew up on certain cultures and belief systems, right? So it's like, is it weird? Scientology, yes. Spiritually, I don't want to let anything in that can cause harm. Nor do I. I just don't know what's harmful. If it feels like it's just okay, it's not harmful to me. I go off of how I feel about something like that. Diary of a CEO has excellent content. I'm from the opinion that intuition and psychic abilities are gifts from God. So, Nancy, I kind of feel that way too. And also, guys, go with your intuition. I don't think it's fair to say something is automatically demonic. You need to first feel it out, right? Like, does it feel demonic to you? Does it feel right to you? I don't necessarily think just because. I mean, so let me ask you guys this. Now that we're talking about this topic, do you believe in it? Would that be a medium, like having psychic abilities? And where does that come from? Are they born with it? Does that necessarily mean, hey, Swedish fish, Andrea, does that necessarily mean it's anti-God if somebody has connections to, I don't know. And maybe this isn't a great topic, but now you have me interested in that. I don't think that necessarily is a bad thing. And LRH stole a bit from these people too. LRH stole everything. Most of the messages are law of attraction, which is why LRH came with, what did you do to pull it in? That's true. That's probably a really good point. I don't necessarily think, I'm not here to judge or shame anyone. Of course you're not, Katie. Psychic doesn't equal channeling. I'm not entirely sure what channeling means, guys. I don't have that fully down. But I guess it depends on who you ask, Nancy. Interesting, Raymond. A lot of strict Christians believe that the Bible speaks negatively about psychic powers. Are they claiming psychic powers? I grew up with my mom seeing ghosts. Let me ask you this. Do psychics believe in God? Some would believe that we are all born with it. And we learn to ignore all but our 5 physical senses. Heck, I see colors I can't even name. I believe others can hear, sense, and see. Yeah, I think it's just, would we call it psychic powers? Is that what we title it? Or is it just like Anne just said, are there some people who may be more in tune with their senses? I don't know. I mean, I know for a fact that I have sensed things in my life, my whole life. I've seen things. I've heard things. I've felt things. That doesn't mean I'm not with God, right? No judgment, but it's not for me. I don't understand it. I tend to always question people's motives. Anything that spiritually is exclusive is probably not for me. I could see that too. I mean, I definitely could see that. Extrasensory perception is more descriptive. Love you, Paula. Channeling. Okay. See, it's okay. To truth seeker. Channeling is speaking for evil spirits. Intuition is a gift. It's how you use it that matters. So that's an automatic truth. Channeling is speaking for evil spirits. That's the definition of channeling. I mean, I didn't know that. That seems extreme. It's our psychic senses, all the clairs, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clair science. I don't know how to say that, etc. Some are more open to those non-physical senses. Okay. It wouldn't be something I'd be comfortable. Hey, KTG, you recently wished me a happy birthday in January on Facebook. It brightened my day, even though I'm a lurker. Love you too, and thank you for being here. Thank you for popping in. Come in anytime. Thank you. I hope you had a good birthday. Yeah, Mommers, I'm with you there. Intention is what's key, right? I came from the strict side, and yes, they are against psychic stuff. I ignored my gifts because of it. I no longer subscribe to the belief that it's bad. I also love God, and more importantly, yeah, He loves you. I feel that way too. Peggy, first time watching. Thank after Tommy recommended. Really enjoying your content. True reality on self discovery and how our childhood affects our adulthood. I choose to love myself. I love your message, Peggy. Ooh, that's good. That's a deep girl. Thank you for being here, and I hope you come back. Wow. Thank you to the new people who are here. I really mean that. Peggy Lopez, thank you for that. Thanks for hopping into the chat, babe. Sierra Terry's here. Hey, babe. And Joan says gut feelings are put in place, I believe, by God. They're put out to separate the good of people you should be around and those who are harmful. Just my take on it. I'm an empath. I feel everyone. See, here's the thing, guys. I think we're labeling stuff, and maybe you can because you actually know. I don't know. Even saying I'm an empath, I'm not entirely sure on that. I don't know what that means. I just know what I feel. I know my thoughts on some things, and I know that, like I say, Fred, my husband, died, and I met that lady at a party once, and she was well aware he was there, and I didn't know who she was. And she called herself a medium. And I said, okay. And she goes, yeah. I said, my husband died. She goes, oh, I know. He's right there with you. I can feel him, or I can see him, whatever she said. And I said, really? And she goes, oh, yeah. Yeah. She was like, definitely. He's not going anywhere. She was like, that man is right near you, protecting you at all times. And I think that's a little odd, right? Because she didn't know me and I didn't know her. Don't you think that's odd that she picked up on that? I don't know. Reese, so far I see you following your good feelings and bad about your experiences. Intuition is defined as discernment in most churches. Same thing, different word. Okay. The category you're reaching in is basically something that no one can really know. There are people who believe, some who think it's good or bad, but it's one of those things okay. Bye, Dawn. I did. I've heard Fred's voice many times. So that's what I guess what I'm saying. Hey, Ruth Sankey, I'm feeler. Yeah. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Peggy, I'm really glad you're here. I made a live. Welcome in, babe. Cute picture. She kind of reminded me of Stella. Where the hell is Stella? I haven't seen her for like a week. Guys, so that's my question. I have felt my husband who died. I have felt his presence so many times. And then I've heard him. I've heard his voice. Not a lot, but a few times since he passed. And every once in a while, like twice a year, he'll pop into a dream and say hello to me. So to me, what does that mean? That's not satanic, right? Brandy, welcome in, babe. That's not anything. It's not some entity, not to me. I just feel it. It's positive, and then he's gone. So I just wonder, like, we're probably talking about many, many different things here, right? Yeah, Julie, I understand. And I respect that, Julie, just so you know. She says, I follow the Bible and what the Bible says to do. I respect that. And I'm not telling you you're wrong. Please don't take it that way. When you grew up with family members who do certain chants, oh, you don't think it's bad. Interesting. I feel my dad's lazy. I feel my dad's presence big time. I'll share a dream I had in the Zoom call. I would love that, Nancy. Yeah. So I guess here's the thing too. We talked about this the other day. I was on the phone with a friend when we were talking about the jester stuff. Remember, this was like a week ago, maybe a little more. I don't know. My days are running into each other. And I said, I couldn't sleep. Remember that? I did not sleep that night. I felt like I wasn't alone. I was freaked out. It was some dark, dark stuff. And I said to her, it felt like another entity or whatever I said. And she goes, there is no such thing, right? She was like, all the evil in this world and all this on this planet is just humans. And I thought that was a strange claim, right? And I said, what? And she goes, yeah, there's no such thing as like other evil entities. It's just humans. And I said, how do you know that's true? And she goes, because she goes, there is no other evil. And I said, but I was like, how? She goes, it's all in your mind. Like we, as humans, she goes, we like to jazz it up and we psychologically build it to blame it on some other entity like demonic shit or whatever, Satan. She goes, but none of that's real. And I was like, oh yeah, see, no, I don't agree with that at all. Like, I don't agree with that at all. This isn't a religious talk here, but like, I definitely feel, because I have felt it myself. Yeah, truth seeker. And I believe that. I have felt it myself, like a power and an entity much larger than humans being evil. And I've heard people say there is a spiritual war happening. And I believe that. I absolutely believe that. I have no doubt in that. Right. So, but that's my own thoughts. And I'm not telling you that you're wrong because you have different thoughts. I do too. Mary BBBE. At my age, I've finally erased all those negative tapes in my head. Peggy Lopez, good for you. Yeah, Lacey Silver, how could you not? Let me ask you something. Are there people in here who share that opinion that she shared with me? That all evil in this world is simply human. There's no other evil in this world besides human behavior. Is there anyone who feels that way? And if you do, I'm not singling you out. I'm just curious about that. I'm interested in why that would be the case. Now, here's what I said to her. She was sure of it. And she goes, yeah, no, it's all in your head. It's psychological. And I went, she kind of got a little upset with me. And I said, yeah, I don't agree. And she was like, well, it is. And I said, how do you know that? How can you sit there and say that that's true? And she goes, well, how can you say that it isn't? And I said, I can't. I don't know. I don't know because I'm not positive. I said, I could never be sure of anything. Like, you're speaking to thousands and thousands of years. We don't know. And I said, but I've felt it. I have felt it. I felt it that night. And she goes, well, then how come I haven't felt it? And I said, fuck, I don't know. How come I don't eat fish and you love salmon? I don't know. Everybody's different, right? I'm not sure that. Oh, wow. Okay, Brandy. Hey, Gina. Reese, you're a baby, 41 with so much knowledge. Peggy Lopez, I wouldn't say that, but I'll take it. Thank you, babe. I'm just glad you're here, Peggy. I love when you guys engage. I love having the new people. I love the engagement in the chat because that's the point of this channel. You know, we talk about life. It's a lifestyle channel. We talk about every topic under the sun, but I really love getting into stuff like this because I like hearing what you say about it. Yeah, Julie. Yeah, mommers, just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there. Hey, Adele. Megan Roberts, I've had experience. There's no way evil entities don't exist. Does anybody agree with what she was saying? Mary says, because you have an open spirit. And Tiffany says, I agree more with your friend. Okay. What do you mean, Adele? What happened to Tommy? What do you mean? I just talked to him earlier. So I agree more with your friend. People are going to hate me, but I am a hard out why would anybody hate you, Tiffany? I welcome people having different opinions here, babe. We don't want to all be under the same umbrella. I'm just curious about that. I'm curious about why anyone would think the only evil on this planet is human. I don't know. I just wonder about that. Same here, Reese. Once you're tightly tied with another soul, I don't think they ever just go away. I don't think anybody goes away, Joan Murray, ever. I don't think anybody has ever gone. I just don't believe that. I don't know what happens when you die. I thought I did being a Scientologist, but I absolutely know for a fact, for me, my husband died. He ain't gone. Guys, he's all around. I feel him all the time. Hey, Linda. I believe humans carry out the evil of evil spirits out there. Okay, that's an interesting thought. That's interesting. This is a loving and kind chat. Promise, no hate, hugs. Yeah, no way. Absolutely not. People are allowed to speak their minds. Hey, Space G's, I love the channel, Reese. If it wasn't for Tommy, I would have never found it. I really appreciate the people who came over from the lifeboat. Thank you. I hope that you'll give me a chance. It's very different. I feel kind of bad. Just a side note, I started last night when I was spamming the chat trying to get people to come subscribe. I immediately thought today when I woke up, I was like, this was a bad idea. He's like, everybody go follow Relatable Reese. I told him today when I talked to him, I said, Tommy, this was a stupid idea to get your people to come over because your people are there for true crime. They're there for a certain topic. They're there for a certain genre. And I'm not that at all. Like, I'm very, very, very different. Every day is a different topic. I was a Scientologist. Tommy was a criminal. He went to prison. He had a whole different life. He was a drug addict. Like, he does very different stuff than I do. And so I felt kind of bad about it when I was telling. I'm still going to ask people to come subscribe because the people who I'm not for are simply going to go, oh, wasn't for me. But people like Space G's, there's Roddy Mom. I love that you're here. Huxley? Am I hearing a cat? But I know there are going to be a few people who go, wow, I love it over here. And so it's worth it to me. I just worried because I was like, and I over worry about everything. I overthink everything anyway. But I thought, oh God, these people are going to come over here and expect me to be doing like Nancy Guthrie stuff or be just like Tommy. And I am nothing like that channel. His channel is fantastic. I've always said Tommy is an incredible speaker. He does his research. He's really good at reporting that stuff. That's just not me. I was a former Scientologist, totally different. I found Reese, but thank you for being here. Thank you to all the new people who came over and gave me a chance. I found Reese because I was so angry that the Scientologists tried to dupe me into enrolling in my kids in their school. Ooh, yeah, wow. I'm so glad that you did not. Each person can believe what they want to believe. Just know that one day each will have to stand and explain their ideas. Well, if they believe that, Joan, right? Like, someone who doesn't agree with that concept, I'm not going to say to them, just know that you'll have to face your maker. Like, I don't do that to people. I don't want anyone. I let people believe what they want, but that's because I came from Scientology and beliefs were shoved down my throat. So I'm the opposite now. I'm like, you believe, you do what's right for you, babe. Roddy Mom, I'm really happy to see you. Two different boats. Both are amazing. Mary, thank you. Thank you for being here. I mean it, guys. Some people just have a more spiritual connection. It usually peaks through from birth to about 10. Then a lot start losing abilities. Meditation helps. P.S. I'm over from the lifeboat. Only found Scoville channel. Thank you, Ruth. I really appreciate you being here. Most people eat more than pizza all day long. Tommy can do the pizza thing and Reese will provide the enchiladas. I love it. And the desserts because we're diabetic. I got the Beatus, so I know what sugar is good. I know what desserts. Yeah, Sierra Terry. No hate to anyone who thinks differently. Absolutely not. We don't do that here. It's never allowed. Purple RN. The no topic is what I love best about your show. No matter what the topic, it's always a fun show. I appreciate that so much. It's just not for everybody. And I kind of worried. I started to introvert hardcore last night after I got like 75 new subscribers. And I was like, I was so excited. And then I thought, oh God, no, they're going to hate me. I'm going to let them all down because they're going to think I'm like, a spinoff of Tommy or something. And I am not. He tells everyone to come over to your channel because you're hilarious. And that I'm not really hilarious either. We can laugh, but like, I wish he wouldn't do that because it's like, am I hilarious? That's subjective. Some people may not think I'm funny at all. I hear you, Bubby. Thank you, Roddy Mom. I love Rottweilers. I love dogs. Hey, Hux. Can you let your brother in? Hey, Jamie Cotton. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm not like hilarious on cue. I'm not going to, some shows we cry through the whole damn thing. Each show is different. And I mean, some days I come on and I have a topic and some days I don't. And so some days are a free for all. It doesn't matter. Kim is blue. Nice usage of moreover. I like that. Did you guys see it? We're trying to work in more alas, moreover, henceforth, thus. We got to work those in. Bubsy? Is he wanting in?
Trying to get him, yeah, but he's not.
Huxley, you feel okay?
Yeah,
Did you take a Mucinex?
yeah.
Don't lie, man.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Don't be fooling. Yeah, Anita Card, absolutely. We had a meeting, Reese. It was unanimous. You are hilarious. I mean, thank you guys, but it just when it's appropriate. We don't always laugh. It's like a box of chocolates. Seamus, what are you doing? Don't be tearing up that anthropology chair, man. We'll skin your ass and make you into a tiny rug. Just kidding, but I am going to have him taxidermed. Hey, Leslie, I'm happy to see you. I'm your Unitarian friend. Deeds, not creeds, but I grew up with a Southern Baptist dad and Catholic Buddhist mom and married a Buddhist. Wow, that's pretty cool, actually. Faith in many ways. Yes, Tiffany. The thing is, guys, it works because people can believe what they want. Coming from Scientology, I am incredibly sensitive. Oh, Leslie, stop. Keep going now. Go on. I am incredibly sensitive to people saying, those beliefs aren't right. This isn't that. I don't like that at all. Can we see Gertie taxidermy? I showed Gertie in the beginning, Marissa Mark. Punky, they'd like to see you. We've got some new people in the crowd. For the new people, I get really weird and I go into a different character when we introduce her name is Gertie, but we call her Linda, Glenda, Peregrine, Beatrix Kiddo. We call her all kinds of things except her real name. But the voice changes and she has a birth story and it's just the whole thing. So you might want to unsubscribe now. If there was a time where you're going to be like, Reese isn't for me, we'll put that on display for you right now. Let's get it out of the way. Let's watch the chat drop. All the new people are going to be like, oh shit, bye. Happy to see you too. Tommy was behaved for 5 minutes after you went to bed and then he got off too. I don't know what that means. Last night, Lacey gifted memberships. Nana, I love that you're still here. I love you, Nana. Seamus is an Irish name. Yes, Jamie Cotton. I named him that because he is a ginger. Where'd he go? Shamey. He's our special boy. Jamie, he's special. You can put that together. Lacey, thank you for gifting memberships. That is so kind and people love it. Hey, excuse me, Lydia, do you mind if so the voice changes, the whole character does. That's because she's from Whoville and hers has a footy paw. She's tiny and she's a frosted mini wheat with eyeballs. Ruth, I love you, girl. Bless you. Sierra Terry, alas, you are hilarious. Moreover, you're insightful. Therefore, oh my God, I love her. You are hilarious. Sierra Terry, you're the best. Thank you for super chatting that. Kim is blue. Did you see her usage? Damn, girl, you win. That's crazy. Sierra Terry, I love you. Thank you for the super chat. So what we're getting at is there's a lot of new people and Valentine. Where are you going? She's like, I don't want to wear the hat. Valentine's Day is around the corner. So you have to wear your hat that Armine sent you, your fairy godmother. And it's just really gorgeous. And she's a frosted mini wheat with eyeballs. Sierra Terry, you're the best. She's a hay bale with eyes. And the best part is her footy paws. These are from Whoville. They're from a Dr. Seuss character. And the best part about these is Puka Vista. They smell like a hamster cage in a really good way. They smell like wood chips and honey. And I'm a newbie and I'm here to stay. Allie, where'd you go? Look at this, guys. We have real people coming in here. Meredith, I'm not sure. It's probably in one of my drawers in this desk. That's incredible. That's a bad English accent. It's not an English accent, Ruth. It's not. I've done my English accent. We have a lady that comes to our Zoom call who's in the UK and her little boy is Lucas 8 now? And he's so cute and he hops in and he goes, I swam 25 meters. So no, it's not an English accent. It's just this weird thing that we started doing and it's never gone away and I can't change it. Like even when I go to the vet, because we went to the vet last week, we had to get our nails trimmed and such. We had to get our shots. When we checked into the vet, I did it. The vet office is really creeped out by me. But Allie, I love you and I love that you're going to try to stick it out. I literally walked in and they were like, good morning. And I was like, hi, we have a 9:30 appointment to get our butt glands expressed and we're going to do our shots today. And we also have to get our nailies trimmed. MLB Tracy snacks for the fur babies. That is so sweet. Thank you, MLB Tracy. I mean that. That is so kind, guys. Your super chats, I really appreciate it. Gifted memberships, being a member, all of that. Thank you. It's very kind. Whose accent is dickhead? When we say dickhead, that's Australian. When you go fair dinkum dickhead, look at who's upset. Somebody's really upset. She says, I don't like to wear the hat. Even though my fairy godmother got it for me, I would rather have my unicorn horn. Eating our tins. Oh, we just took a really deep sigh. Tommy sings that song when he was here. We have to sing a song to her to get her to eat her dinner. And Tommy would get on the floor and sing it. Eating our tins, pooping outside, living our life. Have I seen Milton? I have not seen him for days. That's our armadillo that we found. He lives by the shed. I think he moved. I think Bo scared him. I don't think he lives here anymore, and I'm really depressed. Leslie, thank you for super stickering me. That is so nice. I mean it, guys. That's super helpful. Thank you. That helps me and Hux a lot. Leslie, I love you, babe. I have a lot of different voices for my animal friends. Joan Marie gets it. She gets it. Mad Drop, stop it. Some people say decade. They say decade. Fair income, decade. That's the only thing I can do in Australian. We have a lot of Aussies. I don't want to piss you guys off. Peregrine is really tired. What'd you do to her hair? So we don't want to offend any of the new people in here, but there is a birth story to her. Look at her. Look at it. Mad Drop, a guy that I follow. His name is Aussie Man. We're really into it. You're really dainty. Your kisses are tawny. We're only 6 pounds. Guys, I'm not kidding. D-Kid. Hugh Jackman? Is that better? Yeah, I forgot about that one, Debbie Zito. Look, I have a lot of Australian friends. I know what I'm doing. I blend right in. Hugh Jackman? D-Kid? Fair dinkum? Come on. You can't even tell the difference. Unicorn horn. For the new people that are here, just know that this is not a story to be offensive, but she was born right next to the Lord. She was born next to Christ in the manger, and her parents are Mary and Joseph. And the Lord said, let there be frosted mini wheats with eyeballs. And then there was her. And then the Lord said, also, let there be light. And then the 3 wise guys showed up. And they brought frankenfur and gold and mirth, and they pointed to the North Star. And she was born right next to Christ. And then what happens is, Allie, I know, she looks like she's from Whoville. And then every morning we wake up, the Lord looks down at her. God looks at her and he says, oh my me, that's the best creation I've ever created on earth. And then Jesus looks at God and says, oh my dad, oh my dad. And the Lord looks at Jesus and says, oh my me. And that's how she came about. And I hope nobody gets offended by that. Nobody be offended by that, because it is a story of love. And it's because we just are so crazy about her. And she looks like she fell out of a pet net in 1984. Really dainty. Tawny too. I know it's weird. If you're going to unsubscribe, now's the time to do it. This is rock bottom. Okay. So I get it. Yeah. Break them in, Reese. Nancy. Might as well get the incredibly precious. Wow, Peregrine. Yeah, Kathleen, how could anyone get offended? Some people don't like that story. And guys, I believe in God, so it's not a story. I'm being serious. Some people get offended by that story. Like it's, I think it's because they think I'm mocking God. I am not. It is not a story of that. It is just that Pepper is the sweetest little. I mean, she reminds me who one of my favorite movies is yeah, Julie. One of my favorite movies, like top favorite movie. Gorgeous. That was a perfect yawn. One of my favorite movies in this world is Best in Show. And of course, we're not over our beautiful Catherine O'Hara, but she could have been in. Like, she reminds me so much of Catherine and Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara's dog, Winky. Like, is it just too much? It doesn't look real. And we love to kiss those footy paws. Yes, we do. It's a lot. She is. She's a precious gift from God, and that's the truth. I know, Reflections. So anyway, the point is, I don't want anyone to feel like you just mocked God or you were making fun. I was not. Roddy Mom, I think she's around 12 or 13. I rescued her when I know, Kim, that story. Thank you for paying to say that, Linda. You know the rules and you paid to play. Thank you, Linda. I love you. Yeah, God has a sense of humor. Absolutely. I think she was 2, Roddy Mom, when I rescued her. I got her from a great rescue in Kansas City that only rescues small dogs. It was called LLR Rescue. I can't remember. Great. It's a great rescue. I follow them on Facebook. They still exist. I got her in 2016 and I got on a wait list for her. I was the second person on the list. She was thrown out of a car and she couldn't be rescued. She couldn't be adopted because she had broken ribs and both of her feet were broken. And the vet who treated her got on the list. They wanted to rescue her as well. And when I finally ended up getting her, I took her to the vet to get her, pick up her microchip material or something. It was like a paperwork or something. The vet asked me, the vet was like, is there any way? And I was like, get the hell out of here. You're not getting her. The lady who was on the list after me, who was number 3, she was like 90. And she came in and I was holding her like this. And I was like, I was so excited that I got her. And this woman was like holding her cane. And she was like, I wanted her. And I was like, I'm sure you did. She was brought here from the Lord. And she was like, am I going to have to fight you for her? And I was like, give it a try, Gladys. Step on up, Edna. See what happens. Don't do it. Absolutely not. You better have a good Medicare plan, girl. Yeah, she has quite the presence. Carol, yeah, Kim is blue, but like, look at it. Does it look real? I don't think it does. Doesn't that look heaven sent? Puggy, you were born right next to Jesus. Did you know that story? Did you know that you've never made a mistake in your entire life? Did you know that every single dog show at the Westchester show, you've won every award? Of course you did. Did you know that Jesus, you grew up next to Christ? You were romping in the fields after you were born in the manger with Mary and John. Yeah, Ruth, you do. And she does. Everybody does. But seriously, guys, it's just the most fresh thing you've ever seen. The footy paws, like all of it. All of it. Who has been tracking down clips for your shorts? They've been great. Marissa Martin, Debbie Zito. Debbie Zito helps me with that. She helps me with my shorts. She helps me with my TikTok, my Instagram. She's really amazing. Yeah, just Joan. Look at it real quick, up close. Really gorgeous. Yeah, she has Grinch feet. Get a good close up. Do you know that you're incredibly perfect in every way? And every morning the Lord says, oh my me. Okay. I know that we've worshiped it enough, but like, I just need you guys to be clear to the new people who are definitely uncomfortable right now. I just wanted to get it out that it's weird. It gets weird all the time. And it's just kind of who we are as a community. And hey, Giselle, love you, MLB Tracy. Thank you for being here. She does a lot of side eye. She's incredibly judgy, but that's because she's allowed to. She's in the Bible. You will study about her on Sunday school classes. And the Lord said, you're allowed to judge everybody because they're beneath you. And so she does every day. She's incredible. Oh, that was a deep sigh. She's incredibly judgy. Really, Kissy. Guys, so what hair products? I know. It's a lot. How did you teach your dog to high five? Oh, I didn't. I was just holding her arm up. She doesn't know how to do anything. She doesn't care. She's not going to do it. She don't want to listen to anything. Alicia, don't try not. Alicia. Mm-mm. Love you, Punky. Love you every day. See my picture? That's my little girl I take everywhere. You should see the attention. Oh my God, she's so cute. Is that a Pomeranian, Giselle? My friend has 2 of those, and I got to see it on the Zoom call this morning. I fell last week on the ice. Oh, shit. I'm glad I didn't name Coda Lassie. I would have been highly disappointed. He left me laying and came into his bed. Oh, my God. Oh, not funny, but also kind of funny, Roddy Mom. Being weird is definitely a requirement for this community, Joan Marie, this channel. Yeah, Joanne Hawley, no question. I hope that you're okay. That part isn't funny that you fell, but the funny part is the dog leaving you and going into his bed. I'm sorry that happened, but thank you for sharing. That's not funny that you fell. I hope you're okay. Guys, this was great. I want you to hit subscribe. YouTube does, I know, YouTube does unsubscribe you, believe it or not. They do that. I mean, you can do it on your own, but you're very eccentric. That's good. Thank you, Ruth Sankey. Thank you to the new people, guys. Please hit subscribe. Please hit the like button. And Tommy did tell me, I don't know if he will or not. I haven't heard from him. He invited me to come on to his channel. But it may be tomorrow. I don't know if there's anything to report on this case, and I don't know if it's going to be tonight or tomorrow, but I think he was going to have me on. You're healing up. He's such an ass sometimes, but I love him. Rottweilers are amazing. I've never had one, but I've always wanted one, but I have a feeling it's one of those breeds you probably need to research. So true, Jamie Cotton. And it's like Tommy. I say this, guys, everybody wants a piece of Tommy. There's a lot of women who are like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, do your research, right? Before you rescue a retired criminal. That's all I'm saying. Do your research. There he is. I knew he would pop in. Do you not agree with that, babe? Do your research before you go rescue a retired crim. They're just a lot of work. There's a lot you need to know about. And I would say the exact same about me. Do your research if you're going to rescue a person who has left Scientology. I have 3, Yara and Girly Chew. They're 8 and Coda is 1. That's amazing. But am I right about that? Yeah, Rotties are something you got to be ready for. I've always wanted one. Same with a Doberman. I think they're so cool. Love you, Mary Barons, but I don't know. They're probably, it's like Bo Huxley. Oh my God. It's like Bo. He's a poodle. I think he's a standard poodle. I would never have one again. They are so much energy. I do not like a high energy dog. And he just turned 4 in September. I was really hoping it would slow down. He needs something to do all the time. And so that's what I would say if you wanted a poodle. People who have poodles love them. I'm in poodle groups and they're like obsessed with their poodles. I love my poodle. I wish I would have researched it. Not to mention just the maintenance alone, right? Like they have to get groomed regularly. I take people how I choose. Yes, Ruth. I'm talking about if you're going to date one, marry one, any of that. I've known a couple of women over the course of my 55 odd years. You're the only one that's ever understood this guy. That's a really kind thing to say. That is really sweet. That means a lot to me. That's quite the compliment. Thank you for saying that. You have to research a lot before getting one. Rotties are the only breed I've ever had. Yeah. I believe that completely. And especially a big dog. I'm a little dog person. I love little dogs. I want a Chihuahua again so bad, but um, big dogs are not for me. I learned it's okay. I'm crazy about Bo, but I won't do that again. There's someone for everyone. There's a lid for every trash can, Leslie. That is so true. Babe, I was just talking about your channel, welcoming all the new people. Thank you for everyone who came over from the lifeboat and decided to actually stay. They didn't just give me a chance. There may have been a few more than a few. I don't know what you mean by that. But I was saying that you talked about having me on your channel. I don't know if that's going to be tonight. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I will wait and hear from Tommy, guys, but it'll be at some point coming up. I remember you saved Bo from the hell of Craigslist. He was on Craigslist. Yeah, he's the only dog I have I didn't rescue from a shelter. Everybody else, my cats are obviously were dumped at my mom's farm up the street. But Kid, the other cat, we got her at Wayside Waifs in Kansas City. Gertie was from the little dog rescue, and Renee B, they were so cute. I didn't ask. But Bo was from Craigslist, and that was just scary for me. That's one of the reasons I took him. I was like, you cannot put a dog on Craigslist, lady. You have no idea. He could have been used for fighting. He could have been abused. Like, he came from a good place, but I was like, what if he goes to a terrible place? He was 9 months old when I got him, and he was such a cool dog. But a few more than a few women for what? A few more than a few women what? I'm sleep deprived. Yeah, I just don't put an animal on Craigslist. I can't. I couldn't. Like she said, she was like, if you don't, she said, she goes, so many people messaged me and I came to her house. This was a very, very high end, like wealthy, really nice area of Kansas City where I got him. Thank you, Giselle. You did. And oh my God, woman, keep up. I said there were a few women in my 50 some odd years. I said there have been more than a few. Oh, okay. Thanks for clarifying. We would assume that you're 55. You've been to the rodeo. Yeah. He was not in a bad situation by any means, but he could have potentially gone into one. And she said, she goes, you're the only person I've let come over to my house to meet him. And she was like, if you don't want him, she said, I'll just keep having people come by from Craigslist. And I was like, no, I really didn't want a big dog like that. But I was too like, no, I don't want someone taking him from Craigslist. I just thought, I'm not comfortable with that. So what's great about that story is he's 4 now. I got him when he was 9 months old. So I've had him for a while. I still send the lady videos and pictures of him. And I just say, he's doing great, just because I want her to know that, you know, the consistency, right? It's not like I rehomed him or gave him to somebody else, which I came close to doing, right? I talked about doing that, but I just can't. I don't believe in that. I get it if it has to be done. I support it. But that's why, you know, if you're going to have a kid, if you're going to get a pet, like that kind of stuff is usually for life, unless something really you have to do it. I understand, but you better vet the people that you get the home for the animal and things like that. But it's a commitment. It's a commitment. And he is a pain in the ass, and he's a big dog. He's a really big dog, but I love animals and they bring me so much joy. And whenever he annoys me, which is not very often, I always think, I'm thankful I have you. He keeps me safe. He puts in he gives just as much back to me. Like I take care of him, I feed him, but like he brings me so much joy. Guys, I was raised by animals and George Carlin. Hey, Lexi, welcome back. The animals bring me so much joy. That's why you can't even get me started on like, I will never visit a zoo. I do not support the circus, SeaWorld, shit like that. I can't do it. Absolutely not. I love animals. Your name is Reese. Bo is so kind. He's a great person. Love you too, Snoopy. Yeah. But I also don't, so Leslie says I couldn't bear to part with any of our animals. They're our kids. I feel that way too, Leslie, but here's the thing. I am going to rehome the cats that got dumped. They have to go together and I will vet the people, but I can't do a George Carlin. No, but I could quote any George Carlin ever. I was literally raised by him. But I don't want to shame people who have rehomed their animals. It happens. Sometimes you have to do it. I don't want to sit here and go, you're a bad person if you did that. It happens. Things do come up, right? But I feel the same way. Yeah. His only problem is he can eat an entire sleeve of bagels in one sitting. That's our smallest problem. He eats all the cat shit in the yard and then he comes in and burps in my face. To be honest, that's the worst thing. There's nothing worse. Maisie Shiloh. I will never make it to You're Everything But the Wings. You are everything but the wings. I love you. I love Maisie Shiloh. Maisie, you were here for me on that Fred stream we did on Sunday, and I really clicked with you. I love you, Maisie, and I was thankful for your support that day. You want the cats. Not going to happen. Too hard to get them to Ecuador, but I will find a good home for them. Yeah, he eats everything. And the problem with Bo is he's so tall. He's the tallest dog anybody's ever seen. Every vet has said that. His legs, he has more legs than a bucket of chicken. And his head is far above my kitchen counters. And I said this to him last night when I was cooking dinner. He was just like walking around with his head on the counter like a human. And I said, just because you can, Bo, doesn't mean you should. I was like, please take your head off the damn counter. Like I was like chopping stuff up and cooking. And he was like, what are you doing? Like he's like next to the chopping board. I was like, just because you can reach it. Bad manners, dude. He is. He's a pony. Ghost Rider. Leslie, I don't know. Lexi, not anytime soon. No, moving is so expensive. So no, I can't afford it right now, but I do want to. George Carlin's skit on religion. I love his skit on everything. Literally, George Carlin raised me. I watched him all the time when I was a child. And one of the biggest things George Carlin taught me is he said, question everything. He's hilarious, but he was also so spot on. Question your teachers, question your parents, question authority, question everything. Now, I didn't always apply that being a Scientologist, but it was always in the back of my mind. And now it was like a seed planted because now I definitely feel that way. I'll figure it out. I must leave. I want the cats. I know you do. I know you want the cats. It's tough. That's tough. I don't know how to get them there for you, but love you. See you later, babe. Yeah, Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, you changed your name back. I'm happy to see you. Guys, please hit subscribe and please hit the like button. Leslie, I don't have to leave. I usually stay on for about 2 hours, but I don't know what else you want me to say, girl. I love the thing that we played earlier, but I feel weird about it. But I thought that was spot on. It was so good. I've been thinking about it all day, that reel that I listened to, and I thought it was so good. If somebody is disappointed in you, if somebody you're struggling with, like a parent or a family member, or anything like that, oh, I know, Marissa Martin. Leslie, you're hilarious. There is. Yeah. Give me something, girl. If you have that problem and you are like me, hey, Jeannie Hansen, I hope it went well. If you have that problem and you're like me, where you try to improve and impress and reach for validation and be what they want you to be and meet their expectations, I don't need a topic ever. Okay. Thank you, babe. I loved what the guy said on that reel. Like just Leslie, I'm not moving to Ecuador. Not anytime soon. I'm not moving there anytime. I'm not moving anywhere anytime soon. I'm probably going to be stuck here for a long time. It's just too expensive. I have way too much stuff. I'd have to figure all of that out. I have a lot of stuff that I'm not willing to just get rid of, right? You can't take your furniture to Ecuador. I know, Kat, I do too. So it's just not a possibility for me right now. Because of the bugs. There's no bug. I don't know why he said that last night. There are no bugs that I've seen in Ecuador. It's not because of the bugs. It's the money, girl. It's the money. Moving is very expensive. And I was going to say, you'd have, Lexi, you can put it all in storage. That's not cheap either. But that's what I would end up doing because I don't know that I'd be in Ecuador full time in life. I might want to have like a place here where I go back and forth because I've got a lot of family here. I don't think I would ever live in Ecuador full time just because I don't think that my son would end up yeah, the school. Hey, Joe Mama, welcome back. Yeah, Leslie, I do. Here's the deal. Even so, if I let my son finish school here and I move to Ecuador, he's not going to live in Ecuador. He's going to want to go to college here. He's got plans, right? So I would probably always want to have a place here and travel back and forth if I was that kind of person that could afford to do something like that. And that's what it would have to be for me. My son is young. He's 16. I can't make those kinds of decisions right now. But anytime, I just like the idea of that anyway. Does that make sense? Like having a place here and flying back and forth. The flight to Ecuador is no big deal. I moved 10 times in 15 years. Holy shit. Can you show clothes and rings soon? I love when you talk about how you style and why, Iwa. Yeah, if other people want to get in on that, I will do it. Sure. I want to move to Paris 6 months. 6 months, right? Totally. Yeah. I would love to live in another country part of the time and fly back and forth. I love that idea, Leslie, for you. I'd love to go to Paris. The flight to Ecuador is no big deal. It's easy. It's not very expensive depending on the season, but and I love Ecuador, guys. I absolutely loved it there. My favorite place is the beach. Yeah, I could rent an apartment there easily, Leslie. I could afford totally to live in Ecuador. Most of us could. They have apartments there that I looked at with a realtor, and it was $175 a month. So if you don't want to live on, okay, Renee, if you don't want to live on the beach, right? But I found an apartment on the beach that I wanted. It was 4-bedroom, 4-bath, huge place. $700 a month. I could have paid that. I absolutely could have paid that. I could afford that. So yeah, any one of us probably could afford to live in Ecuador. If you can afford to live in America, the food there is cheaper. The food there is delicious. Everything's cheaper. You just have to know. I haven't traveled outside of the country a lot. I've been to the UK, I've been to Germany, and now I've been to Ecuador. I've been to Mexico. I would like to travel other countries to see and compare. I'll put it to you this way. I loved it. It's not going to be for everyone because there's not. Leslie, for instance, you and I love Anthropologie. We like shopping. A lot of the women in here do. They're shopping there. They have a mall. It is just not the same thing. They don't have fast food. Like it's a whole adjustment to things like that. I don't mind that. I didn't mind it ever when I went, but it's an adjustment nonetheless, right? You can't run to Target. They don't have Costco. Everything's very different and it's super poor there. But I love the people. I love the culture. I love the food. I felt safe. It was great. It was great. Oh, Leslie and I love, no Home Goods, love Home Goods. They don't have anything. They don't have anything like that. When I got toward, yes, Debbie, when I got toward the airport, which is in Guayaquil, it's a 2-hour drive to the airport. I did see a Jack in the Box. Oh, and they have a KFC. That's it. I didn't see a McDonald's. That's not true. When you get to their major city by the airport, I saw an H&M. They do have bigger stores there. So I guess if you wanted to drive, a lot of people drove to Guayaquil for stuff. I guess you could do that. Guayaquil is a terrifying, Renee B, is a terrifying city. It's scary as shit. That's what you fly into and you have to drive out of. And it's no joke. It's unsafe. It's super poor. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Like it was like definitely like something you'd see on a movie set. It sucks. It's a 2-hour drive, Leslie. But just got 2 pair of casual spring pants from Anthro. Anthro just started their 40% off sale today. I looked through it. I found a really cute denim button down top and I put it in my cart and then I closed my cart out. I don't want it. I have so many I'm addicted to denim like chambray tops. I wish I had bought it. It was cute, but I was like, I have so many of these. I have so many of these and just I don't need anything else right now. I love Anthropologie. I love their furniture. I have a beautiful cabinet out in my living room from Anthropologie. I love Free People. Yeah, I do too, Leslie. Big, big love. But I also have closets full of clothes. I don't buy clothes as much anymore. I love jewelry. And I love shoes, accessories. I don't buy purses anymore. I have 1,000 purses, but I do have an addiction more to jewelry and shoes. I will still buy jewelry and shoes. I do not buy clothes nearly as much. It's hard to purchase clothes for me. I have closets, racks of clothes. I have an addiction and I've been carrying clothes with me since I was in my 20s. So, um, oh, that's cool. You love kitchen cabinet knobs. That's pretty neat. I could see that. When I used to live in my home with my ex-husband, I had a beautiful house in Kansas City, huge house, and I decorated it so pretty with all my Anthropologie stuff, but I don't have that anymore and I don't live in a nice home anymore, but I still have my stuff. I brought a lot of it. I love a pop of whimsy. So yeah, we could do that kind of a stream. I just don't do it because I don't know who's into it. Like a fashion stream, do some accessories, things like that. It is fun for me. I love hats, scarves. Yeah, Leslie for sure. Oh, Lena, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. We talk about everything here, guys. Leslie, I agree. I agree with that. And that's the only other thing about Ecuador, Leslie, that would bum me out. You can't really decorate there like that. Their furniture, I haven't seen any real cute furniture. Now, again, you might be able to go to a bigger city and get something, but my home, like I love whimsical stuff. You can tell I like color, I like art. I have to have that. I have to be around that. It makes me feel I should, Lexi. It makes me feel like a feminine look. So if I can't style and decorate something, that would make me very sad too. If I didn't have access to do that. I don't know. I don't know. But if I lived in Ecuador, I would certainly not live there full time. I would fly back and forth on the regular. I love to learn about fashion and makeup. I love makeup. I love skincare. By the way, Paula's Choice, my favorite skincare, is 25% off site wide right now. That was another thing I added to my cart today. The collagen, pro collagen serum and moisturizer. I'm kind of low on it. I thought 25% off, but I didn't pull the trigger. I'm going to see how much I have left. Sometimes I overdo it with that and then I don't actually need it. I just do it because it was a sale. Yeah. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, I really like if I could have I've always wanted to be like a personal stylist. Um, thank you, Roddy Mom. Personal stylist or like an interior decorator. I would love to do that. I would love to do that. Yes, Joan Marie. It's really, really my thing. I love accessorizing and changing up people's outfits and styling them with color and different pieces and mixing patterns. Can we see your purses? Renee, you may not like my purses. They're almost all by Claire Vivier out of LA. I also love Hammett. That's a brand I love, and that's about it. I've only collected Claire V forever. I have not, Lexi. What Paula's Choice products? All of her exfoliants. I use those every day. I just go through them all. I just rotate. Her vitamin C serum, both in the thicker pump, but also the drop serum. I use both of those. Niacinamide serum I use. Her Pro Collagen in the purple container. Hey, Joel Sachs. No, I would only get Paula's Choice on the website. It is not cheaper at Sephora. No, I don't buy it at Sephora. I do it through Paula's Choice. Plus, right now, if you spend $100, which is easy to do, you get 6 free products, like full-size shit. She's always doing sales like that. I love Paula's Choice. I got introduced to Paula's Choice by an MD that I used to work for, and she had amazing skin. It has really changed my skin. All of the exfoliants, Alicia. Oh, I like Kate Spade. She's from Kansas City. the Pro Collagen moisturizer and serum. I use those at night. I use her vitamin C moisturizer during the day. Thank you, Shell. Look at the chat leaving. They're like, well, this got boring quick. I don't buy it unless it's on sale. Paula's Choice Run the World. Yeah, Leslie, I love it. Love it. Hey, Heather, how did they change your skin? So, Heather, I had dry skin before. I would get like in the winter, like dry patches that transformed my skin. My skin is constantly like it just feels new, like if that makes sense. So I use they're award winning, they're like cult followings. All of her it's like called BHA exfoliant. It comes in a black bottle. Oh, and her toner. Thank you, Joan Marie. I use her toner, her milky calm toner. But the exfoliant has changed my skin every day. Like I have no dryness, no nothing. Giselle, it's called Paula's Choice. I have zero. I don't get breakouts anymore with that stuff. It's supposed to like keep all of that under control. And I really like what it's done for my skin. I don't have like weird rough patches in different places anymore. It's just smooth. Like it just changed my skin. I think that's all I use. I use Bobbi Brown eye cream, so I don't even use Paula's Choice. I didn't like it, but I highly recommend her vitamin C line. I use her vitamin C serum and moisturizer. Thank you, Lexi. And at night, I use the Pro Collagen moisturizer and serum. I always use the toner no matter what. I put the niacinamide on serum like one day, and then I'll use the vitamin C serum one day. I just kind of alternate. And honestly, guys, I don't know why I use it. I just go read the reviews. Like I go to the website and I'll click on like skincare issues I might have. I have redness. I get redness. So then I'll look at the redness, but I also go through the best sellers and I'll just read the reviews and what it's for. And then I'm like, I think I need that. No one I didn't get like a consultation. I just bought shit one time years ago. And I usually buy it on Black Friday, but it's 25% off right now. And I was like, oh. And then she does a lot of really good deals where if you spend like $95, you get 6 free items. I'm like, holy shit. Okay. It's also, the doctor I worked for was like, it's so good for the skin and it's affordable. Like you guys have all seen those ridiculous skincare, like vitamin C serum for like $150. No, I can't afford that. The one I buy is like $40. That's my budget. Okay. Like, yeah, my skin loves vitamin C. One thing I will not use on my skin that I tried is retinol. Most of you love retinol. The primer I use is by YSL. The retinol does not agree with my skin. It makes me more red. It makes me splotchy and red. So retinol does the opposite effect for me. A lot of people swear by retinol. I can't use it. But I use her milky, I think it's her calm toner. I love it. It's thick and it's very moisturizing. That's the first thing I put on. And then Alicia, just that black bottle, I think it's called BHA. It's in like so many people use it and swear by it. And I love that exfoliant. It's really a good one. There's 3 exfoliants of hers that I use, but that black bottle is the one I swear by the most. But yeah, I'm big into skincare. I love Paula's Choice skincare. Nice, Run the World. And makeup as well. I love makeup. I love what doesn't the toner dry you up? No, Jeannie Hansen, that toner makes me feel plump and like really glowy and dewy. Not at all. It's not that kind of toner. It's like milk. It's really thick. Like I put it on my skin and it just sits there. Like it doesn't like run like water. It's very thick. It's nice. And then as far as makeups, I like a lot of cream makeups because I don't like powders. I like more dewy, glowy look. I'm just not into powder. I like more cream. And then, yeah. So Leslie, for the primer under my makeup, I use YSL primer, and it's not cheap. I bought that on Black Friday as well. It was 30% off site wide. So I got 2 bottles of that to last me for the year. But yeah, I'm a big believer in like, you get what you pay for, like quality type stuff. I don't like I've gotten stuff like someone will like give me something and be like, here, this is something I got in a box I didn't want from FabFitFun. I'm like, yeah, I know what I like. I'm weird and picky about my skincare. And like, I don't really want to try anything new, if that makes sense, because it works. What I have works. I don't want to like try something new and it freaks out my skin. What do you use for mascara? I don't give a shit so much about mascara. I think they all suck. I've used Clinique. Right now I'm using Buxom, Buxom. They sell it Sephora. Debbie Zito loves I didn't love it. Tarte, the Tarte one. I think they all bleed. All mascaras drive me crazy. I don't have any that are like, wow, that works so well. I mean, it just, I don't know. I've never been a big believer in any mascara. If you have one that you're like, this is so good. A lot of powders make you look like you've been embalmed. Yeah, I agree with that. The Cheap Chick. Yes. I just, as I've gotten older, I use cream blush. I use cream highlighter. Yeah, Joan Marie, and I don't fix what's not broken. And our skin is so sensitive and like our face is everything. So I don't want to put something on my face where my skin's going to freak out. So I just like what I like. The only thing I hate about my skin is up here, I'm oily. No matter what, I'm oily. Like, see it? It's not like if I shine, you can see it. I use a setting powder. The primer I use is supposed to absorb oil. I wouldn't say it's a huge problem. I'm not like shiny to death. I don't look like a soul food cook, but I just feel like I constantly am mattifying up here. And I'm sorry, everybody's leaving because they're like, this talk sucks. This is why we don't talk about this stuff, because no one cares. But I'm really oily up here. So I always mattify, but it never lasts. Like we're at the 2-hour mark and it hasn't stayed. I don't have any forehead wrinkles. It's weird, but I think it's because I was a Scientologist and we couldn't show emotion. I'm not kidding. Like Tommy all the time is like, okay, yeah. And he scares me and I go, oh, and I still don't have any. People think I do Botox, which is just hilarious. I would never put a fucking needle in my forehead. Yeah, Ruth, I mean, Leslie, you're cute. Hey, Laura Lou. So yeah, yeah, Lady O, I think that's why. Me too, Jennifer Ogle. I love talking about fashion, makeup, skincare. I love that kind of stuff, guys. That's why I like to go shopping with you guys. I love to take you shopping. We'll do that in LA if you want. I was planning to find spots like little boutiques and go in, and if they'll let us stream in there, like go in and stream and walk around. I love doing field trips with you guys. So I hope that we'll do that. There you go, Sophia. Yeah. I really, the only thing that I wish I could afford, like if I were a rich person, I would do massages and I would do facials. Like I've never had a facial. I think it would be, that's not true. I got a facial once when my aunt was still alive and she did them. I think I was like 18 and I don't remember it, but my mom goes and gets facials. I've always wanted to know what that's like. When are you going to LA? 2 weeks from yesterday, we're going to do a lunch meetup. And then 2 weeks from tomorrow, Run the World, we're going to the Friday night protesting at the Scientology buildings. Facials sometimes hurt. I would just like to have one. I also someday want to get like regular, like monthly massages. Hit the Melrose area for boutiques. A hydrofacial. In Paris, I bought 10 floral dresses for 20. That's amazing. That's a great price. You have an oily forehead too. You'll be happy when you get old because I don't have wrinkles. Yeah, and I think the older we get, Jeannie, the less oily you are. You start to get more dry. That's one of the reasons I use cream makeup. I don't want to be used. I just don't. I think as we get older, we dry out. So I don't, not my thing. It's not my thing. I just like a cream makeup. It just feels better. It blends easier. I put like my, there you go, Lacey. I put my like blush on and I leave it on for a second. And I let it kind of melt into my skin a little bit. And then I just use my finger and I just do this. I don't even blend with a brush. I just do that. And then I do my highlighter the same way. I just put it on. It's a cream and I just, right. I love shopping. I absolutely love shopping. Guys, this was a fun chat. This was really fun. Please hit subscribe. Again, I hope the new people give me more than one chance. I hope that you'll stay. Ooh, that sounds amazing, Leslie. I want to say thank you to the new people. Thank you to everyone. Thank you, Kim is Blue. Thank you to everyone who supports me, whether you're new or not. I appreciate so much, guys. I really, really appreciate your time. I've always said that's my love language. I'll say it every time. It is. Thank you for the super chats. I never ask for that, but it helps Huxley and I so much. I appreciate that. People who are members, who gift memberships, Lacey Silver, thank you for doing that. It helps Huxley and I so much. And I just want you to know that. I never take that for granted. I never, ever assume I'm going to get it. Like every month, I'm like, I don't clock in. You never know. So I just want to say it's like tipping your waitress. Like, thank you. I mean that. It's just very kind. You don't have to do it, but you do. So thank you. Thank you. Cheap Chick, I'm sure Tommy's going live tonight. I'm sure. Yeah, I could see that, Debbie. Oh, thank you, Lexi. Thank you, Leslie. Tinkle, guys, I mean it. Thank you. Thank you. I love seeing the new names. Our chat is very kind. Our mods are amazing. Like everybody makes friends here. There's no judgment here. They keep it very safe, our mods, and I appreciate them so much. Mods, I love you guys. All right, everybody, I will be back. Tomorrow is Friday. Fridays can be weird. Not everybody shows up to watch streams on Friday because you guys are busy. Love you, mommers. Good night, Marie Marion. But I'll be here. I'll show up if you want to be here. Hop in tomorrow afternoon. I'll see you then. I love you guys. And here comes Fred, everybody.